Okay, so hi guys. Tonight's team call, we're talking about free groups and running products through a spouse account with Maddie. And one really, really big thing I want to celebrate is Heather Shields, one of our coaches on our team, is officially, 2-star diamond today, which is so exciting. And I see Hannah on here from her team. I think that's it. But yeah, so Hannah was one of her diamonds. Hannah also is in the Beachbody Challenge, which is so exciting. Or wait, did I say that? Yeah, so she's in the running for $100,000 at Summit, guys. So she needs our vote. So voting opens on Monday, and I'm going to have her share a post in the team page, and even if you want to share it every day, I don't care, girl. Because you can vote daily, and this would absolutely change her and her family's life. It's so cool that Beachbody does this. They give away $100,000 annually. And is it true that you're guaranteed money regardless? I muted you, sorry.
Yeah, all of us will get at least 15,000, and then one guy and one lady will get 100,000 each. So
at least we'll get 15 grand. How crazy is that?
Yeah. So voting starts Monday, and it's like for a whole week. So the next Monday, I don't know what the date is for that.
It's only a week. It's only a week.
It's a week. Yep. Monday.
Okay. All right. So we're going to share this in our team page. I want you guys to share with your challenge groups too. And then it's motivation for them also to be sharing their results to the Beachbody Challenge, because they get entered to win this. They also get a t-shirt when they do that too. So super exciting for you, Hannah. That's going to be so life-changing for you. And she's been like doing calls with Autumn. She's been having so many really, really great opportunities because of her success. If you guys haven't seen her story, haven't seen it shared, feel free to share her story, share the link with your friends, like to encourage them to vote, and just see that, like, I know this girl, she's a real life girl that got these results with our products. So she lost 117 pounds in less than a year, which is just crazy. So just be on the lookout for that, and make sure that you're supporting Hannah next week. And you can vote every day. You can also vote in if you have a spouse account, you can also log in there and vote there.
Any email. It doesn't have to be a Beachbody account. It can be any email. So any of your friends or family or anybody can vote. So,
or all of your kids and uncles and
yeah, whatever email accounts you got.
Oh, that's great. We're so excited for you, Hannah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, make sure you go. I made a post on my page. So go make sure that you show Heather some love. Even if you don't personally know Heather, she's one of the sweetest human beings. And this is a really, 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 really big thing. She is currently the only coach other than myself on our team that is currently a 2-star diamond. So go show her some love. Okay, so here's our leaderboard from May, almost over. We've got today and tomorrow. And anybody that hit Success Club 10 got a free tank top from me. So Hannah got her free Summit tank. Ray is Michael, who also, by the way, she's building his account right now. So he's at 10, she's at 6. She's a military wifey with 2 young babies, and her husband is overseas, and they're in the process of being gone for 3 weeks and moving, and she's still trying to figure out where she's going to be in between the times she has to be out of her rental and moving to Texas. So honestly, no excuses here. There are so many people that have busy, crazy lives that are making this business a priority. So it's really so important for you to get laser focused and make sure you're finding those power pockets, because she doesn't have the time. She makes the time. And I just think that I wanted to point that out, because she's rocking it. So Hannah has 12, Michael has 10, Melissa has 10, Maddie hit 10 for her first time ever. That's so exciting. Rachel hit 10, Casey has 8, Michael has also 6, Mark, which is also Melissa, which is awesome, has 6, and Emily hit Success Club 5 for her first time ever. So congrats to you, Emily. That's so exciting. On the board, we've got Heather, Jody, Courtney, Aaron, Jen, Martin, Sierra, Danielle, Kelly, Janine, Julie, Humna, Kevin, which is Hannah, Ashley, Victoria, or Tori, Tammy, which is Tori, Aileen, who's a brand new coach, looks exciting, Alicia, Trisha, yay, Trisha, I see you on here, Kayla, Creole, Jordan, Elizabeth, and Alyssa. So total lives change right now, we've got 88, which is super awesome. Top recruiter is Heather. So you guys will see our volume. I am putting a lot more focus on volume in June. I'm not going to go into detail now, but I'm creating a volume group. And if you want to focus on volume, that's where your income is really going to skyrocket. So we're going to teach you, and Maddie's going to touch on running things through your spouse account. And we're really going to be focusing on putting everything through spouse account, focusing on there, putting less emphasis on Success Club. Corporate wants us to focus on Success Club, but I want you guys, like, it's kind of like, I like to think about it like this, my tough love. Do you want a trophy, or do you want an income? Do you want a bigger paycheck? So that's where we're going to be moving as a team. If the recognition and, trips and things like that really are the most important thing for you, I'm going to support you whatever way you want to run your business. But just know I'm going to be recognizing more with volume instead of Success Club and things like that moving forward. And that's where we're really going to be focusing on our training to help you best with your income. So just some things to think about. 21-Day Fix and Extreme Real Time launches tomorrow, so that's not really even a big deal anymore that it's that extra special that you've got, but they'll be on BOD tomorrow. So it's not just the people that have UPF or BOD challenge packs this month. Everybody will have access that has BOD will have the new Real Time 21-Day Fix and 21-Day Fix Extreme. Make sure to check out the MM100. That's the new workout that's coming out. It's 20 to 30 minute workouts with Jericho. I love her. She's in Quarter Force with Joel. Also Body Combat, I think, training and starting to planning your marketing calendar. So I'm going to put together with our leaders next week a marketing calendar, and we're going to put together a Snoop group, which we had with every launch we do. It's basically like a group on Facebook. When somebody is interested in this new program that's launching, it launches in July for early access. And you basically will add them to a group and they'll get all the information there. So you don't have to keep having that same conversation over and over. Vegan Recover is here, and packets are available in Recover for whey, not for the vegan, but super exciting for that because just makes it so easy for one, for giveaways, and two, being on the go, especially for anybody you have that goes to the gym. They're not going to want to take that whole tub, and the individual servings is great. One other tidbit, I am kind of shifting to focus on the original challenge pack purchase. I'm leading with the performance line instead of Shakeology because most time people fall in love with Energize and Recover's only 20 servings. So they run out and they want it every month. So I just keep that in mind because I have seen that a lot of people, maybe the average customer is maybe 3 months on Shakeology. Coaches, obviously, we see the value, we fall in love with it. But I'm not seeing a ton of retention on Shakeology versus I am so much with Performance Line. So I'm really kind of focusing on that. And then the next month saying, yeah, if you want to try Shakeology too, like grab a sampler pack or maybe if they do become a coach, then they can, try it out on their spouse account. But that's really what I'm trying to focus on because I know when I send Energize samples to people in our challenge group, 9 times out of 10, they order because they're obsessed with it. So just a tidbit is that that's kind of where I'm also putting a little bit of focus. So I didn't post any of these in the team page today. It's been a little crazy. Cycle bonus, myself had 41 times, Matt had 27, Heather had 14, super exciting. And then my second business center had 12. So basically once you're a diamond, you make $18 a cycle. So for my first business center, you take 41 times 18. Matt's 27 times 18. Heather's 14 times 18. So that's why you can kind of see where they are. And then if you're emerald, it's $14 a cycle. If you're ruby, $16 a cycle. And then diamond is 18. So another reason to move towards diamond is because you're making more for each cycle. Melissa had 6 cycles, Rachel had 5, Michael had 3, Danielle Rhodes had 1, which another cool thing, you might say, who's Danielle Rhodes? She was an absolute rock star coach. has taken a step back in this business, but because she works her business so diligently for years, she makes a paycheck every week in this business. And, you know, that's the beauty of network marketing, is that you can kill this business and work and grow your volume and be able to still make a paycheck by working very little later. So that's, you know, why I love this business model. Kaylee, also a new coach, cycling regularly. Maddie cycled one time this week. And then Matt's second business center cycled once too. So good job, everyone. All right, June focus, like I said, is going to be on volume. Be on the lookout for the MM100 posting schedule. Let me pop over here real quick. Where did it go? Morning meltdown. I was having a total brain fart of what the program. I was like, what does MM stand for? Morning Meltdown 100. And then we'll have that Snoop group open probably June 17th. And then MM100 early access for coaches only. We're able to purchase it July 1st through July 15th. And it comes on Beachbody On Demand for those people that purchase it early, July 29th. If you're familiar with the Transform 20, it was the same thing. You could purchase it as an early access. You get it on sale, and then you don't actually get it until later. But anybody that just has BOD does not get access to it until October. It goes on, I think, October 1st or something. Clients are available to purchase July 16th. So we as coaches can purchase as soon as July 1st. Clients can start the July 16th. That's why we're going to get the group up, the Snoop group up June 16th or 17th. So they have a month. We have a month to get people in there to take a look. And then July 29th is when it goes on BOD for anybody that purchased early access. So what I want you guys to do is add yourself to the Facebook group. It's called Beachbody Champions. And look for the training Kevin Shaw did yesterday on MM100, and you can see all the information there. So that is all I have. I am going to Hannah cycled twice. Yay! Yeah, the only thing I can see is my personally sponsored coaches, because how I know who cycled is if you guys go into your paycheck and you see a matching bonus. You may not look at this, it may be zero because maybe none of your coaches under you are cycling, but you make 10% of what your coaches cycle. So I make a couple $100s a week just off of making 10% what my coaches, my personally sponsored coaches in all of my business centers are doing, which is also really cool. So that's another reason why it's cool to see your coaches and their cycles grow, because that's how I know who I can only see my personally sponsored coaches. So please feel free to, when I make these posts, when I say how many times they cycled, oh, you had a matching bonus. That's so exciting. So one of your coaches cycled. Oh, was it Kevin? Was it your husband? Yeah. So super cool. Yeah. You make 10% of what your coaches are cycling, and we want our coaches to be making money anyway. So that's why we're really going to be focusing on volume one other way. So Maddie, I'm going to pop it on over to you, and you're going to tell us what you want to talk about for free groups.
Okay. So kind of just April Wallen told me yesterday that I was doing this. Jamie and I think it was like the beginning of May, we ran a squat challenge group together. And I can't share my screen with you, but April has all the documents that we can share. She's local too, so we just sat down together. I guess I should start with Clean Week. Sorry. My first free group I did was the 7-day Clean Week challenge, and I kind of just hopped on with, I think, like Jess and Liz and April and a few people. It was my first month of coaching, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And they just said they were having a free group, and I took all of my no's and put them in that group. And then the people who actually said yes to that were no's, ended up being like 10 people. And I think I had 1 or 2 people get the shake sampler. Cause I just straight up, if I feel like they're kind of not going to be about it, I tell them it's free and they don't need to worry about it at all. Then once the group's going, so this one, the first one was a little different because I wasn't running it. I was just doing a self-love club post, but behind the scenes, what I would do, since they weren't seeing my face in the group a lot, is every day I'd text them or message them, Instagram, whatever you have and how you talk to them. And it's like the first couple days they wrote back to me and we were having that conversation. Then I'd keep it up every day. And then if they like ignore me for a day, I'd switch it up to every other day. And I was like, hey, did you get your workout in? Like, can I have a sweaty selfie? I'd send them sweaty selfies. And one of the girls who is now my coach, one of my coaches, she sent me a sweaty selfie every single day. I feel like that was just lucky, but she loved it. And me checking in one-on-one like that really helped her. And I think that gave the accountability that people are looking for. And then from that, she wasn't ready to sign for VOD yet. She wanted the 2 free-week trial. So just use that tool. Like with the free group, I think of it long-term. Like I don't expect anyone to purchase anything at the end of 7 or 10 days because that's really not a long period of time. Like I expect them to get pumped up, but just keep checking in with them. So after that clean week group, Jamie and I ran a squat challenge group. Jamie's an amazing photographer and really good at Photoshop, and I have Canva. So we actually made all the, I'm like pointing, like you guys can see where my hands are. We made all the templates and we sat down and we made this one super organized. We work in the same office, so we like clocked out early one day and just sat together. I think it's like 30 minutes. But if we didn't, you could do it on Zoom and screen share with somebody. So we made it a 10-day challenge. In Word, we wrote day 1, morning, afternoon, evening, and we did that all the way through day 10. And then we typed out what we wanted those posts to be. So right from the beginning, we were planning what we are going to be posting. There was a squat check every day, or squat challenge every day, and then we did a water check-in every other day. Funny memes, food tips to fight bloating, stretching. Like we're like, oh, we need one more thing. Stretch. Do you want to stretch at your desk? Like just it, and that those like didn't get as much engagement. There's a few people who commented on it like, yes, I did it and I feel so good. So even if it doesn't all have to be like this unbelievable, amazing stuff. Just you need to be consistently posting throughout every day around the same times. And what we did was April gave us admin access, which I know she'd do for any of us. So after we planned everything, we made the templates, and I think I spent an hour, and Jamie probably spent around that time too. Jamie, would you say like an hour? We each had our days, and then we just scheduled all the posts, and it was done. Like I didn't have to post any more for those 10 days. Everything was completely done. All I went and did, I'd do it like 1 or 2 times a day, depending how busy or if I was really with it. I'd just go and comment and engage on all the posts. We had a ton of engagement in this group. Again, with that, she had her, like people she invited, I had mine. I think we were the only 2 coaches on our team like really doing it. But I would check in with them separately as well, because you want them to know that they have like one-on-one with you and it's not just the group. But I'd say my biggest thing with the group is making it look organized. I had way more success with the squat challenge, I feel like, because they knew every morning, like, this is my daily challenge. This is what time it's going to be up there. We also did an ab challenge, but that was optional with it. And we videoed ourselves doing ab workouts and put it in the comments. Like, not professional. Baby Shark was playing in the background because my toddler was watching TV while we did it. And people would like laugh, or one girl started writing me and she's like, that's so funny, you guys like really have it together. She was being sarcastic, but at the end of the group she signed up as a coach because she liked how real we kept it and thought it was funny. I like wrote notes today because I was at work trying to think of what I was going to talk about. I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, just don't make it look last minute, because people can tell like if you're really like, I know when the clean week group I had, my thing was self-love, and this was my bad, but like some days when I had plenty of time, my self-love post would be like killer. And then one day I'd be like, oh crap, I forgot. Here's a song to make you feel good. Like, and while that's good too, people can definitely tell the difference from like when it's rushed to when you're like really putting it all in. So I say planning ahead and scheduling everything ahead. Make it fun for you. So you can do a post, like I did a post, and I'm sure you all have seen April's, like drop an emoji if you want to join me. But then people who like that post or my nose before, I go and I private message them. And then one girl who ended up signing as a coach, sorry, I'm like bouncing, but one girl, she heard us talking about unicorn juice, wanted to try out one of the workouts. I never invited her to anything for Beachbody until I invited her to this free group, because our husbands work together. I know she's military. I know she'd be awesome at it and love it, but we're also friends. So it's like walking that line. So if you have some people and you're not sure about, like, or you've been eyeballing them and you're like, I really want them. Like, I wanted her. I'm like, this is perfect for her. I was like, I'm just going to invite her straight to the squat group. I don't need to talk about Beachbody. Like, I don't need to do anything. When she saw the ad videos one day, she's like, oh, you should be a trainer. And then I think she like kind of caught on that we're doing this. And then I never mentioned any of the Beachbody products. I said words like unicorn juice. She didn't win our giveaway at the end, but she wanted to try unicorn juice and signed up. So don't feel, and I have a couple more people who I'm just going to invite straight to a free group before I talk to them about anything else. And if you just use that kind of as a cushion for people you're nervous about. And
just so you guys know, we are doing a clean week group June 10th. And so that's exactly what Maddie's talking about, she started with. So clean week, they will get all they need. And if you look at the post I made like 2 days ago, I literally wrote out exactly how to invite and how to send a share cart for clean week and everything. They can either do it free and get 7 days of workouts and the meal plan, or they can pay $30 and get a week of Shakeology and everything else. And then they get actual, instead of just digital, they get the information and stuff sent to them with the shakes too. So if you take a look at that post, you'll see all of the ways that I said to invite. And then Maddie has some tip on, if they do want the shake sample, how to do that.
Yeah. And real quick, whoever you invite that says yes, write it down, because I thought I wrote down everybody and I was going and following up on my notes before. And there was one girl who said she wanted in the squat group and I never added her. So we're fine. Like, I just played it off like, oh, really? Sometimes Facebook's so weird. But I was like, crap, you need to write that down. Because if you are, like, I think I invited like 50 people to that group. And I ended up having 22 that I wrote down. And I ended up missing her and one other girl. So when it's that much and they're like coming in and saying yes, and you're at work and you read it or this or that, like, if you're like me, you won't remember. Then I hope that made sense. Basically, just make it organized, make it fun. Do a giveaway at the end. And so Jamie and she forgot to get stuff for a giveaway, and I did. So I ended up, like, said everybody's participate. Words are hard. Everybody's participating no matter what. You get an entry, but then we did a post at the end, like, comment on this for an extra entry. Like, what's your biggest takeaway? And that template's in the Drive April has. And then we announced I forgot to draw, so I did a post, like a live video while I was doing my squats, saying I was going to draw later that day. Then you post the winner, and then you do a follow-up post like, what's next? Get ready to join. Oh, we gave all the squats, and then what's next type of post. And 13 comments, and it had good engagement. And then even if they don't comment on this next post, every person who was in your group, whether they were active or not, because even if they're not active or saying they missed a day or whatever, if they still see you, follow up with a message. Did you like it? What was your biggest takeaway? Like, make it real. Jamie and I both missed a couple days of the squat challenge. Jamie had some personal issues, and she sent her response, and she was honest with them, like, life got in the way. I was honest, like, I forgot, and then I didn't feel like doing it, but hey, I got back on track the next day. Like, just be real with it, and I feel like that's the best thing. Then volume. So I signed my husband as a coach. We're military, so that helped. We have the one coach fee, but now learning everything I did, even if one of us wasn't military, I would still do it. Anything that is volume related that isn't Success Club points, I run through his account. So Bob, my free 2-week trials, And then there's been a couple times I forgot and ran it through my account, and I just did a coach change form without even telling the person who, and nobody said anything. One person wrote me and they're like, hey, is this right? I'm like, yeah, you're good. If they
I will say that it's best to just run it through them initially, because technically they're not no. But technically Coach Relations isn't supposed to allow us to do customer coach change anymore from spouse account. So just try to be like mindful. I think sometimes they're like, oh, sure. But technically they change the rules that you're not supposed to. So you may get somebody that does it, and then you may get somebody that is like, oh, I'm not allowed to do that. So
okay. So that was my next thing I have up. Like if they bought a challenge pack and it got me Success Club, the next month when it's back to volume and they're reordering, I was switching them to my husband. I don't know if I can still do that. One of my biggest worries when I signed him up as a coach, Coach Josh, was I'm like, April, I'm buying my shakes. I just started this business. Like, how am I going to afford to keep him active too? Like, I want more products, or I want this or that, but that's an extra cost. So my mom actually wanted to try Shakeology, and she wanted the workouts. So even if you have a best friend or somebody, she Venmos me the money for her shakes every month, and I just run it through Josh's account because you can have two people on one card. So if you have somebody like that you can trust, like it doesn't have to be a financial burden on you. Like I would give it to my best friend if she wanted the shakes, because it makes sense. And for me, I'm about the money and like how can I save, and that's one way. Then also anything I want to order for a giveaway, or if I want Energize, because I shake on demand, I order that through his account. So anything extra. The samplers for Clean Week, BOD 2 free week trials, BOD accounts, that's where I've had my biggest success so far. It's all through Josh, all of it. So you make the commission on it, and then he ends up cycling, and you make $14 extra, $18 extra consistently. And if you're in it for the money, that all adds up. I think he's made me, from him cycling in the last month, he's made me over $50 just from cycles. So it adds up.
It does, and that's why I wanted you to chat. So I am sorry for telling you. But, if you notice, like you'll see Maddie is on the board consistently, and she's a new coach. And it's not about being a coach forever. It's not about it's just about being smart with how you are running your things. And I think that just is going to go hand in hand with the volume training we're doing next month. That just putting everything through that spouse account is going to be where you're really going to start cycling. Because, sorry to cut you off, Maddie.
No, I'm like done. That was my list.
Okay. Well, you did so good. Thank you. But yeah, if you, maybe you need, like, there's a coach sampler pack that's like, I think it's $70. It's like 75 PV. But if you need it, like, put it through them, and then I just actually order it and I send it to my assistant, and she sends it to our challengers for giveaways and things like that. But that could be something you keep, and then that's how you do giveaways for your challenge group or things like that. But always putting that through that secondary account, because anything you personally order or any of your customers order is personal volume. Anything that your team personally orders or sells is team volume. Team volume is going to be what's going to help you cycle more. So instead of just putting everything through you put the same thing through that secondary account. That's what you're going to change it.
I wanted one more, you froze for a second, but stories real quick. My last thing on my note, polls. I know we all do like our fitness polls, and like I'm still doing those. The most success I have is polls that are like random stuff, not fitness related. I did one like, am I the only person who doesn't watch Game of Thrones? And like 40 people answered. Josh bought peach. He's in here now. So he bought peach ice cream, which I think is disgusting. I did a poll on that. Like, those are the things people answer. And then I just start like random conversations like that. So don't think your goals have to be fitness related. Most of you all are the ones who like answer those for me, for like myself, but the other ones are really where you get it, and then you just make it like a funny conversation with somebody. And April, like, remind me, even if you don't talk to them about Beachbody right now, if it's not the right time, because I'm at the point where I'm not going to force anything. People are seeing you and what you're doing, but then they'll remember you, or they'll think of you, or you can make that conversation happen organically. And it's more fun too. Like, I love doing stuff where I'm making fun of him. Like, that's our relationship. So it's more exciting for me that way. Okay, I'm done. Thank y'all for listening.
Peach ice cream is gross, Josh, by the way. Coach Josh, do you have any tips on all your success?
Do you have any Beachbody tips on all your success? He's making a peanut butter sandwich and just poured a glass of wine. He's the worst coach ever.
No, I'm
I'm muting him.
I love it. Okay, so what questions does anybody have? I know this is all like new information, and Hannah just said, like, in the beginning, like, she's like, I signed up so many people for bod and products. I wish I would have done it. And you know, the other thing is too, is that, you know, maybe you get people that you did do the challenge pack, and maybe they're ordering Shakeology monthly. Like Maddie said, do a customer coach change form. Maybe they'll let you, maybe they won't. But if they're ordering their shakes and things every month, I'd rather at least try to see if I could get them under that spouse account, so that that's going to help your volume too. So if you have anybody that's doing it regularly, I mean, if you do like 10 a day, Hannah, they might be like, red flag. Let's shut this girl down.
Most of them pretty closely, or like one girl, she was transferred to me, and then I realized, like, this is probably when I transferred it to Josh. But if you like make that quick mistake.
Yeah. And what I do too is I do tell them, and I'm like, hey, just so you know, if you get an email, because I think they get an email, I'm transferring you to my husband's account. That's just how I work my business. It's the best way for us right now, but don't worry, I'm still your coach. So just so you give them a heads up, so they're not like, who is Josh Criswell? That kind of thing. So.
And when I do just do him, I don't even tell them. No one's questioned that it's his name if they haven't been under me before.
Yeah. But yeah, does anybody else have any other questions about anything? But yeah, don't be afraid to just ask people. I'm going through my notebook of all my no's from January, and I'm inviting all of them for the group June 10th. That's Clean Week. I am going to, moving forward, it's going to be the first Monday of every month. This month, I kind of figured it out a little too late, but we're going to be doing a team-wide free group the first Monday of every month. It doesn't always have to be Clean Week. We're going to encourage them to do the shake sampler Clean Week, but maybe one month we'll do a squat challenge. Maybe 1 month it's an ab challenge. You know, it can be other thing. We're going to encourage them to do that meal plan and do the shakes, but we can do different things. So I have at least 6 or 7 people that want to help me with this month. I started a group chat with you guys, and then we can maybe just do a quick like 20-minute Zoom sometime and kind of plan out things so it is organized, like Maddie said. But just be on the lookout for that, and then go look at the Clean Week post I made. I believe it was Tuesday. But basically wrote exactly how to invite, what to do, how to send share cards. And I think that this is going to be really good because there's so many people that are just watching you. They're on the fence. This is a great way to start a conversation, a great way to follow up with somebody that told you no. And honestly, my goal is to get at least 30 people in there, whether they buy the shake sampler or not. I don't care. I used to run free groups all the time. It was the bread and butter of my business in the beginning. I started a thing, and it was every month I had 30-day challenges, like squat groups, plank groups, this, that, and that. And that's where I got so many people, because they learned to trust and value me, because every month I gave them a meal plan, and I gave them this, that was the accountability and motivation that a lot of them needed. So I kind of got away from that, because as I've been consistent in a coach, I don't feel like I struggle as much finding people, but I'm realizing this is what's going to benefit us as a team as a whole. So Maddie was like talking to me about how our free group was so great. And I'm like, I just can't add one more thing to my plate. And then I'm like, no, wait, I have to do this. This is what's going to benefit everybody. So instead of just thinking I needed to do it like all myself, I am going to be enlisting help every month. So look out for it every month. If you just want to help out, it's going to be a lot of fun. And the more people we have engaged in getting people in there, the better group is going to be. So we're going to do it in the Self-Love Club again this month. We may need to eventually clear out, so it's not like 700 people in there. So we may need to clear it out every month or start a new group every month. We'll see. But for right now, that's the group that we're running. Maddie said it helped give me a purpose. I didn't feel like I had to do 30 invites a day, but focus on my group, have fun, start convos, and do polls because knew at the end of the group we'd have those invites. Exactly. And I don't want people to get burnt out or stressed out or so focused on, hitting Success Club and all of that. So that's why I'm focusing on these free groups, and we're going to be focusing on volume. And then like Maddie's first coach came from no purchase whatsoever. So yeah. Jamie's a group expert. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that Jamie's on. I see your name now. She killed it and is an amazing writer, so reach out to her for content too. And then Jamie made a couple of graphics for our free group starting because we're going to do a weekly giveaway. We're going to do Energize, like the 10 pack 1 week, and then we'll do a performance sampler pack 1 week, and then we'll do the 10 pack, and we'll do the 10 pack of Energize again, and then the performance pack. So yeah. Jamie is a blogger and stuff too, has a great Instagram. Check out both Jamie and Maddie. I type in your Instagram names, both of you, so they can take a look. Jamie is Mrs. Jamie Schugert, I think. And then Maddie is Maddie with 2 M's. This call is what I've needed to hear. I've been so fixated upset with not hitting SC, and my boyfriend's always like, yeah, but hello, still making money. Exactly. And I think that this will be such a good thing for us all. And maybe in bringing back the joy and taking the stress, maybe in turn you will hit Success Club, and that's fine. But I just don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I only have 2 Success Club points. Like, that's a freaking life you change. You joined this business to change lives and to help people and to better yourself. You didn't join this business to hit Success Club. Maybe it's going to happen and that's great, but I don't want to put any pressure on you. Wait, no SC and no Summit short. What? You're not coming to Summit? Oh, shirt. Oh, yeah. But, you can buy one. And it says you can sit with us, and it's pink with white sparkles, so it'll be fine. But yeah, and that's it. You just have to know that you're inspiring people, and also just being consistent. And when you're here, a year from now, Success Club won't be hard for you because people are going to be coming to you. You're going to be having those people to follow up, and it'll come organically. But in the beginning, I just don't want people to be burnout or anything. I told him I wanted the free tank, and he was like, just use the money to buy a tank top. What is wrong with you? I love it. Yeah, because we get so fixated, and I'll be focusing more on this in next month. But corporate pushes Success Club because challenge packs are super discounted and their team volume is low. And they push it because they make money, which is fine. They're a business. They're all about making money, but it's our business. So we get to choose how we run our business. I lead with the challenge pack because yes, it makes sense for the client, but Beachbody On Demand, you make 40% commission. Everything else you make 25%. So Beachbody On Demand, a $99 bod, you make, wait, math is hard. $60? $40. You make the same.
You make 40.
40. I'm the worst.
But then add a cycle to that, and
yeah, exactly. So you make $40, and most of your challenge packs are $40 or $50. So you're making about the same commission, and it's more volume, or about the same. I think it's 38 TV for a year of bod, and it's about that for a challenge pack. So, I have to find my little thing of I should stop talking before I know what I'm talking about because I don't know what it is, but I know that, focusing on, and also, doing things like leading with the performance line, or when people are getting that challenge pack, tell them what they can add on. Do not be afraid, because guys, people come to me all the time and they've tried other business models and they dropped $400 on crap. On stuff. Like, don't think like, oh, they're already spending $160. It's so much money. Girl, they already said yes. go for no. Like, oh, and by the way, if you want to add on a 3-day refresh, it's a 3-day vegan cleanse. It's an amazing 3-day kickstart, and it's going to be great to do that first. You get the results, you're more motivated to keep going. I was on a roll with this. My sister is the queen of the 3-day refresh. She gets people all the time to add it on. Just ask them. They're already saying yes. And when you think about it, when you first start getting results, you're like, oh, this is so exciting. I got this. So that's what I tell people. I'm like, check out the 3-day vegan cleanse, add it on, because it's going to be a great way to either get started, keep you motivated, make you want to keep going. Or if you have a wedding or a trip or something this summer, you're going to want to do it before you go. It's going to help you out, feel great. And it's super discounted on checkout. Like, just tell them about it. Don't be afraid to go for no. What you're asking about an add-on is going to change their mind. No, worst they say is no. Yeah. It's like when you go to a restaurant and your server asks you if you want dessert and you're like, oh my gosh, the nerve of this girl to ask. Like, you're there for a service. She gonna ask you. You have a choice to say yes or no. And if there's a product that you absolutely love, like, ask about it. The beach bars, I have a beach bar every day. I can't imagine living without Energize. So I tell people, at the very least, put on the 10-pack of Energize. You're going to love it. So you might as well get the tub because you get it discounted, but at least try the 10-pack. I wish the 10-pack was in Fruit Punch because I'm obsessed with Fruit Punch. But you guys you have to start changing, and you have to start adding that on, because you will be shocked at what people say yes to, because they have dropped so much money on crap. In the past, we get so stuck on like, oh, they already said yes, but what if they don't have the money? Then they say no, and you send the share card anyways. So just change your mindset to that. Go for no. If you haven't read that book, read Go for No. It's so good. If you have, read it again. It reminds you. There's so many really, really great analogies and stories in there. One of my favorite books. So anything else, guys? I need a picture before you go. Angie, what you doing over there? Do you have a date? Why do you look so pretty? What happened? Not why do you look so pretty. Why do you have makeup on?
That's all that happened. I washed my hair. No, I'm braiding Brenna's hair before bed because her hair is crazy like, and if I don't do something with it, it's a big mess.
I really apologize for sounding like a total Bia. Why do you look so pretty?
I mean, thank you.
I think. It's like when somebody tells you you're tired, you're like, okay, girl, thanks. All right, let's take a picture. Oh, I didn't clean my day 72 of not having a. Does anybody have a phone handy? Please, my computer. Hold on. Nope. I still have fingerprints all over. Who has a phone?
With my no data, the phone you always make fun of.
I do. I should be a better person.
One. Is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, I'm still recording.